Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya, and today I'm going to be walking you through my Me album, volume number 2. And I do have a video of volume 1, so I'll link that if you haven't had a chance to look at that. So this is an album where basically I tell stories that I don't have room for in Project Life, or it's not related to a specific travel album or anything like that. So just any additional stories that I want to tell. And a lot of times I'll do deeper stories in here. So my title page, I use the Pieces of Life collection stamps, just different ones. So I have like my life, my story, this is me, and then smaller labels that say this body, this heart, my history, my work, my hobby, my family, my home, and just a photo of me. The first story in here is from the Savor story kit. And it's just talking about savoring the small moments in life, not just the big moments. And I have like 3 little stories of small moments that I'm savoring and things that I love. So one is driving with my hair blowing in the wind with the sun on my skin, listening to music and just feeling happy and blessed. And that's actually what was happening in this picture. Spending time with Kevin, that's my husband. Always, I feel relaxed and happy and truly seen and loved whenever I'm with him. And then music and scrapbooking nights, it helps my stress melt away. I get all the feels from the music, and documenting my memories helps me to appreciate my life right now. That was from July 2024. Story 2 is an older one. So I actually have been working in this album for, I would say like 3 years, something like that. So this is from the end of 2021. So this is the first one I did in here, really. This is a story from I think it's the We story kit. Yeah, We Belong Together, Us. And then, so this is just a picture of us from back in November 2021. And I actually worked on this in February 2022. And I took some of the cards that came in the kit and put reasons that we are better together. So I filled out 2, and then Kevin filled out 2. I won't read all of them, but I do, you can pause if you want to read them, but I do have a lot of these on Instagram, so you can go and look up at these a little closer there as well. The next story is using the Savor story kit. I just loved that kit. I used the whole kit, I think. So here I have just some moments that I want to savor and the little things that make my life mine. And I have 9 stories here. That one was from January 2025. This one's also from January 2025, and I got a new sensor for, I have type 1 diabetes, so this is a new sensor for reading my blood sugars. And this is just talking about how technology has impacted my life, especially as someone that has diabetes, and how the technology has changed with that. And this is using the Tech Story Kit. The next one, and I can't tell if there's a lot of glare on here. A lot of these are in pocket pages, but this is using the Collect Story Kit, and it's talking about my collection of monster dolls. So these are all unique handmade dolls that you can collect, and I get them in October at Halloween time, and I put them out for Halloween. So I got 3 this year. I think 3 new ones. Yeah, 3 new ones this year. So I got Lottie, Luna, and Jet, and they all come with little names. And then I have Poppy, Barb, Clarice, and Annie. And I like, this is from the Collect Story Kit. I think I mentioned that, but I liked this saying that says, collect things you love that are authentic to you, and your house becomes your story. This one was one I had really wanted to do for quite a long time. And this is the Season Story Kit, which came out, I don't even know, a few years ago, long time ago. And I wanted to tell the story of the seasons, and especially through the tree in our yard, which is a crepe myrtle. And I can see all 4 distinct seasons in this tree, which is kind of unusual in Phoenix, I think, for the desert landscape. So in the spring, it gets leaves. And then I did like the cards. I did spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I put what months are considered spring, summer, fall, and winter here where I live. And then what are the average highs and lows? And then what is the crepe myrtle tree doing? So here the tree is leafing out. Then in the summer, we have blooming white flowers on the tree. And then in fall, it gets these really gorgeous, like orangey red leaves. And then of course in winter, it's just dormant. And then I did a little story talking about how I like seeing all 4 seasons, and that it reminds me that each season has its own beauty and each season deserves to be savored and enjoyed to the fullest. So I just did like a thank you for the things that you have taught me in my life there. I think that's from the Teach Story Kit. Either teach or learn. The next one is from the Love Story Mini Kit. And I did a story about our 2 dogs that have since passed on. This was our little family. I think this is back from like 2007, a photo, I want to say. And I just put a picture of each one of them, and then I put their names. So we had Abby and Cassie, and then what I loved about each one of them. The next story is also from the Love Story Mini Kit, and this is the story of my relationship with Kevin and kind of how we met. And this is our story, so how we met. And I just used these little cut apart cards from the kit and just responded to the prompts. And then I did a few photos related to these. So this was our wedding day. We got married in Sedona in front of the Cathedral Rock by the river. And then we rode off on a motorcycle, which was really fun. So here's our info, so you can kind of see. I'm gonna bring that closer so you can see. So here's like riding off on the motorcycle. We had a little just married thing on there. That was fun. And then the year we met, I think we met in 98 or 99. How we met at school. I sat down right next to him. My first impression was he looks normal, and then his first impression was nice legs. And then we were at University of Phoenix. We were in the same study group together. And so we went back pretty recently, and we have a photo of where we first met. So we took a picture, I think it was like 15 years later or 20 years later or something. And then our first kiss, stories about that. Our first home, so I had our address here of our first house. This is what it looked like. And let's see, things that make us laugh, movie quotes, people watching, and each other. Just a picture of us in Hawaii. Things that we love to do, travel, listen to music, give nicknames to everything. A trip we loved was East Coast Road Trip and Viva Elvis show in Vegas. And our song is actually Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. And best memory was married first Christmas Eve in our new house. This story is, I think it's the Laugh or Funny or something, I can't remember, story kit. So this is actually, let me go to here first, but I'm telling this story about how my sister and I cannot frown. These are us like seriously trying to frown, and we cannot frown. So I thought it was hilarious. And we were sending like photos back and forth to each other for like a week trying to take pictures of us frowning. So I think she actually got a pretty good one right there. That's like the best frown that we can do. So then for my birthday, because this was right around my birthday, my husband had her make me this card, and it said, "Don't frown, it's your birthday." And it had all these different emojis on it, which I thought was hilarious. So that was just a fun little story with my sister. And then on the back of that one, this is using the XO story kit. So I have just a full page photo of Kevin, and I took 3 of the little tags and I wrote out 3 reasons that I love him. And then over here, I tried to do photos of the 3 reasons that I loved him. So one is, I love his open mind. He thinks and researches before judging. I love his playful personality. He makes others laugh and smile. And he has a really kind heart. He's always willing to help other people. So over here, I have pictures like this one. It looks like he's contemplating or thinking things. This is when he's helping his dad. This is when he was a little baby. Not a baby, a toddler. Like here, helping his dad. This is him just being funny and goofy. Same here. Helping, being cute and funny and goofy. Helping, being goofy. Helping, and I think just being funny again. And then here looks like he's contemplating and thinking. This next story is just a photo of fall and how much I love fall, and it's my favorite season. So I used, this is the season story kit. This is a card actually from Ellie's studio and just talks about how much I love autumn. And then I do have a picture of our house with the tree with all the leaves falling, and then me standing in the leaves. The next story is using the family story kit. And so I have a photo of, this is Kevin's side of the family. So that's his mom and his sister and her husband and their kids. So we did a photo shoot. So I just have pictures of us from the photo shoot. And then I loved this quote, so I blew it up really big. And it said, being a family means you are part of something very wonderful. It means you will love and be loved for the rest of your life. And then for last year, my mother-in-law's 80th birthday, we threw her a party to celebrate her. So I just have, this is, I don't remember what kit this came from. I'm not sure. It was one of the mini kits, I think, last year. But I just backed it on some brown cardstock. Actually, this is Tim Holtz. So it's black on one side, and it's got that brown on the other side. This is from the birthday story kit. So we have balloons and cake and things for her. And then I just wrote, this is from the birthday story kit, and just wrote a little bit about that. On the back, I have the Start story kit. I have a story about how I had been trying to lose weight and taking better care of myself and just like tracking calories and lose it, working out on, walking on the treadmill. This is also with the Start story kit, and I turned 49, and so I have a picture of me at 49, and then this also moves and there's more journaling, but I don't want to share that on YouTube. But it's just talking about, it just says 49 for me is, and then all the different things that were going on with me at 49. This is also from the Start story kit. So this is another one that I really liked and used a lot of. And I actually still have quite a bit of this one left. No better time to start. A few details about what's starting around here right now. So I just took a picture of, we went to a park and I got like a panoramic picture and I put that as my background. And then I took the circles from the kit, added some lettering, like I stitched those on and did starting this with a little heart on each one and just talked about what I was starting. So nature, we were doing a Sundays outside, which I have a spread for that one coming up. So we were starting to go outside and spend more time outside. I was tracking and lose it. I wanted to try to clean as I go because I'm so bad at that. I try to clean up as I go, but I'm not so good at it. And then I started using Apple Fitness Plus to do like strength training. Okay, so this is the Sundays Outside story, and this one is also with the Start story kit. And so I have like one photo here, if you can see, that's spread across the 2 pages. And then I have this card that says, on your mark, get set, go. And it talks about that we're going to spend Sunday mornings outside until the weather gets too hot, because we live in Arizona and it's way too hot in the summer. So I just put a tab on here that says Fun Day Sunday. This is from a quarterly pack of transparencies, and I thought it went really good with this story, and I needed a place to do my journaling, so I added it in here. So I just listed out all the different states that we went to during the year for our Sundays outside. So Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Utah, and Oregon. And then on the back, I have really tiny, but I have listed out all the different places that we went, and they coordinate with the numbers on the photos. So here I have just a square, like 2-inch photo on a clear transparency. And I just took a picture of the different places that we went. And then this is the other side of that photo. That was from Oregon, I believe. This is with the Savor story kit, and I actually got this story idea from, or this layout idea from Allie Edwards from the classroom. And so I just put a full page photo. This is a story talking about how we go to Vegas all the time, and we love we love the old school Vegas, and it's starting to go away, like the older casinos and things. So we were savoring the Flamingo because we think it's going to go away sometime soon. I think it's for sale, actually. And then I did a little heart with the date that we were there, and then I just have some photos that I cut out into a heart shape from us there walking around the flamingo habitat that they have there. And then I did the journaling on these transparencies. I think I actually printed them on clear paper and then added it to the vellum. And so you just kind of lift this up and can read the story. This one is also from the Savor story kit, and it's from the Savor classroom. This is inspired by Deneen and her lesson in the classroom. So I don't have a photo over here, but I just have the little card that says Savor this season. And then on the back, I do have a photo of savoring my long hair, because my hair got really long after 2020. It grew out during the pandemic, and I kind of have kept it long since then. And then on this side, it just says currently savoring, and it's hearts. And then behind there, I have little photos of what I'm currently savoring, and then journaling about it on the back. So here I said savoring time with friends. This was savoring time outside. Savoring date nights with Kevin. This one is savoring music nights. This one is savoring hot baths and showers as a way to unwind. And savoring coloring again. About one of those mandala coloring books. And I love coloring on those. And these are just vellum pieces that came in the kit. I think they were vellum circles I cut in half and then just sewed around to make a little pocket. This is another collect story kit, and talking about how Kevin collects helmets, and a little quote from him. Says, I can't afford to collect Harleys, so I collect helmets instead. And we have a couple of shelves in our garage with all of his helmets on them. And at Halloween, we ended up getting these skulls, and we just store the helmets on top of them. And, oh, that's coming off. My last story here is from the EXO story kit, and it's talking about 4 things that I'm currently loving. And I actually just did this one yesterday, if you're watching this real time. So, oh, whoops, that came undone. There we go. So first one is I'm loving Odie, which is my new Bronco. So loving driving with Odie with the top off. And there's a picture of me. It's kind of hard to see it in here, but it's me with the top off. And then I have this that turns. So I'm going to have to attach that a little better. So the second one is I'm loving adventure. And Kevin and I recently went on a little day trip adventure to the extraterrestrial highway. And I'm going to end up doing an album, like a little album with that probably coming up next. And then I'm loving crafts. So here's just a picture of me when I was creating my labels for Project Life this year. So it just says, love having lots of time at my craft desk to be creative. And then the fourth thing I'm loving is desert. and loving the desert flora and the beautiful sunsets too. And that is it. So lots of work. It doesn't seem like a lot of work to flip through it, but it's quite a lot of work. And I will continue doing stories like this in album 3, and I'll be back to share that when it's done. Thanks.